Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's see what you need to know right now. What's coming towards you for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Private readings are available down below if you're interested in booking a reading with me. Let's see here what you need to know, Saggy. Tell me clearly what's going on for Sagittarius. I was trying to grab this card and it just wasn't coming out. We have the snake. Okay. Maybe you're struggling with shedding old skins. We have the butterfly and the oyster, also the unicorn. Wow. Yeah. You're going through a lot of shifts, a lot of growth. Stepping into a new version of yourself. This is kind of similar message that came through in Scorpio's reading, and we got the scorpion at the bottom. So shout out to anybody with Scorpio placements. What's up? But yeah, I see here with the snake, there has been a pattern that you've been witnessing. You have a part to play in this. You're witnessing this with other people, certain relationships, certain experiences that you're realizing, like, I don't want to keep having this experience in my life. If things were the exact same 5 years from now, am I happy with that? Am I okay with that? Do I want to settle for that? You're thinking a lot about the bigger picture, and the unicorn asks us to really sit with ourselves and ask some meaningful questions. Why am I doing this? What do I want to experience? What am I not doing that I know I should be, but I keep making excuses as to why I can't, or why it's not the right time, or why I should wait, or, like, why? Like, ask yourself why. Okay, I feel this way. Why do you feel that way? Well, because blah, 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 blah. Okay, why? Like, keep digging deeper. Digging through the trenches, okay, but you're gotta get to the bottom of whatever this is. There's these old energies that you're having to clean up, clear up, remove the residue. And yeah, it's just about you really stepping into your potential. You know what you're capable of, you know what you can achieve if you really set your mind to it, but you have to get out of your own way, and you have to be willing to move through the discomfort. And that's what's happening here, okay? So we have the butterfly and the oyster. You are in this transition. You are going through metamorphosis, this butterfly effect, okay? So you made a decision recently, or maybe in the next couple of days, you're going to make a decision that will forever change your life. This is the butterfly effect. One decision that completely changes the trajectory of your journey and the people that you end up being with or meeting, or things that you end up avoiding because you chose differently. Instead of staying in the same old, tolerating certain treatments, certain behavior, making it certain excuses for yourselves or others, no longer choosing that path leads to a completely different outcome, completely different reality. The fact that the oyster came out after the butterfly does make me feel of like the butterfly that is just hatched out of the cocoon, but the wings are still wet, and they're just kind of, they're still figuring out how to fly. And I feel like with the oyster, it's like you're so close. You're so close to just breaking through, busting open, starting this new life, having this new experience, but they're still like, either you feel you have to protect yourself, you feel you're not ready. It's a little rigid, it's a little rough around the edges, but this is temporary. This is something that you're gonna crack out of the shell, cracking right open. Scorpion is at the bottom, with the hyena and the deer. You have something beautiful new that's beginning with double feminine energy with the tiger and the deer, feminine vibes. This is creation. This is new life. This is love. This is gentleness, softness. But hyena and the scorpion, that's not very soft, that's not very gentle, and this kind of like dragging your past into the future, dragging whatever that maybe failed or wasn't successful, or whatever that, it's like that lingering judgment or grudge, irritability, but like you're masking it. Hyena uses humor as a mask to just to mask the discomfort, the pain, the disappointment. I don't know why I'm hearing withdrawal. Maybe some of you, because hyena can represent becoming clean, detox, sobriety. You are cutting back on certain substances in your life, just making better choices for yourself. But so there may be that urge to either go back or resort to these old ways, or just one more time. I'm gonna just have one more drink, one more smoke. Let me check up on that person just one last time. Let me check their page. No, no, don't do it. Okay, because then you're just, you know what you're doing right here? You're dragging that energy into this new path. You're dragging all that old residue. You're bringing that into this new experience. What does that end up doing for you? Closes some doors. It delays opportunities. It holds you back, holds you hostage. Emotionally hostage as well. Emotionally and energetically hostage. Stuck. That's not fair to you. So you have to be brave to set yourself free. Okay. Okay, Saggy, let's get into the tarot. What's going on for Sagittarius? Chariot, first card out. 8 of Swords. You're driving with your eyes closed. Open up your eyes. 8 of Swords, so you're like, there's some mental blocks that you're having to overcome. You're having to face some fears. You're having to push through the discomfort, the unknown. It's scary. It's unusual. This is Cancerian energy, by the way. Cancer season's around the corner. We got Venus in Cancer, and we'll have Mercury retrograding in Cancer in June. Just a heads up. But so, yeah, emotions here. Run on high. 8 of Swords, High Priestess, Strength. There's a lot of inner struggles that you're having to confront or overcome, or you're like recognizing, okay, this is just my mind. I know that I can get out of this. I know I'm just being negative, or I know I'm just worrying and stressing myself out. I'm overthinking. Like, you're aware that it's just your mind. It's just the past self. The old story is not relevant anymore. It doesn't have power over you like it once did. Wheel of Fortune underneath that, Hermit. Yeah, you're going through a lot of inner shifts and transformation, and this is leading to a lot of movement. 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of movement, forwards, justice. Like, you're really learning a lot these days about yourself, about how you react, why you react the way you do. You're overcoming this. Maybe through some sort of help or support from others. But anyways, yeah, Chariot. You're moving forwards, you're making plans, you're taking action, you are not stuck, you are not stale, you are not stagnant, you are really making moves. Don't discredit yourself. 8 of Swords, you're like, I'm not going fast enough, or I should be here by now, I should be over this by now. It's like, no, you're exactly where you are, you're exactly where you need to be. Keep it moving though, Chariot. Don't stop now, don't quit now, don't give up now. No, we're just getting started. It's our first card. Okay, what's going on for Sagittarius? Fell out on top of the Chariot, and it's the Queen of Swords reversed. What's at the bottom? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Hermit. 8 of Wands. Let's see here. What are you overlooking or ignoring? Or Queen of Swords reversed in the Chariot. I feel like the bottom isn't really explaining it for me. There's probably something going on internally. Hold on. Let me just make this make sense a little bit. Reverse the Chariot. I'm getting just more like a fuzzy, scattered, careless, or impulsive energy. What is this? Queen of Swords reversed. Three of Swords. Okay, so this is like your pains, your hurt, things that probably pissed you off. You're annoyed. Okay, we have the Fool at the bottom. You kind of want, this is where you're trying to escape or avoid or run away from certain things. So that maybe is why there's a whole hyena temptation to just resort back to that coping mechanism to mask or to suppress the discomfort. Let me see. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, and we also have the Strength card again. So yeah, we're getting the same cards from earlier. And the Knight of Cups, trying to protect your heart. You're being very, so in terms of like your love life or relationships, I'm seeing that Queen of Swords reverse and the Knight of Cups, you're very uneasy or untrusting of people right now, or with just being vulnerable or open with your heart or connecting with people on a romantic level. You're very skeptical, right? 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, your heart is healing. Right now it doesn't feel like it. Right now it may feel as if someone's just pouring a bunch of salt into the wound and you're just feeling like on edge. It's that Scorpion energy too, where you're feeling guarded. You're feeling the need to like sting somebody if you gotta. Trying your best to remain strong and like unfuckable. Not saying you're unfuckable with what's the word? People can't fuck with you, you know, they can't mess with you. They you know. Okay. Unfuckable. That's just funny how that slipped out of my mouth. Okay, whatever. But this is where you're like on hella self-defense, all man on deck, like, and that's really just like you, yourself, your higher self, your spirit team. You're on high alert and you're just like calling people out on their shit. Very low tolerance, low patience, ice cold, all right. So Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. If you have any opportunities for love, 6 of Wands, you may have multiple admirers, 2 of Cups underneath that, but I see you're on the fence about it, or you're kind of just in limbo, like you're just like not making a choice. You're not saying yes, you're not saying no. So it's like if people are texting you, calling you, asking you out, you're just not even responding. You're not saying no thanks, but you're also not saying yes. You're like, you're like, yeah, I don't know. I get that vibe. Like it's Queen of Swords reverse, so you're not very interested mentally. You're not very stimulated, or you're just not seeing the point. You're kind of careless. You're just like, this is a waste of energy. And the Chariot, I feel like you're very detached, or you're wanting a lot of freedom, a lot of space to just do what you want to do and not have to explain yourself, or feel like you're being questioned or contained or controlled, or kept with kept within a radius, and there's a gate you can't leave without permission or approval. What the fuck? I can't speak. What's going on for Sagittarius? 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You're thinking about starting something, but like you're in this deep contemplation. Do you want to stay on this path? Do you want to stay entertaining this thing? This is where we go back to the unicorn. We look at the bigger picture and ask ourselves, okay, if nothing changes and this is my life 5 years from now, am I truly satisfied? Am I truly fulfilled? Is this truly in alignment with me? Would I be happy with this? If nothing changed, if this is where I'm at 5 years from now, is this a year from now, even 6 months from now? Is this enough? Is this good enough? Doing a lot of thinking, because you can change your path, you can change your life, you can change where you're going. It comes down to you right here, right now, obviously. So 7 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the King of Swords. So discernment, kind of a reality check, and also being like, all right, you know what? I am being called to start something new. Very lighthearted, very playful energy. We got Leo over here. That brings up our dreams. It brings up our creativity, how we express ourselves. And I am seeing some sort of like creative project or endeavor or some sort of action you'll be taking that leaves you feeling liberated and fulfilled and it's like something you do take serious though. King of Swords, you know, there's that little serious undertone, but overall something that really would bring you a lot of joy. And you're giving a lot of thought. You're thinking a lot about like, okay, if I do this, I gotta take this step. I gotta meet with this person. I need to get this certificate. I need to book this flight. You know, like you're really like King of Swords. You're now mentally planning, researching, getting a step by step by step of how the fuck you're gonna make this happen. So a lot to contemplate here, a lot to consider. Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles is being intentional with the direction you're going down. Of course, you can change lanes, you can change your mind at any moment, but there is something you're taking quite seriously here, or you should be taking serious. All right, and now we have the Hermit flipping out in the reverse, Virgo energy. You could be connecting with a Virgo. With the World in the reverse, there's still some things from your past or like incomplete cycles. It's probably going back to the snake, even the butterfly, the oyster. You know, we're getting that whole maybe struggling to detach or struggling to what do we say? Why am my mind's drawing a blank right now? What was I saying earlier? Come on, snake shedding the dead skin. Being called back into, pulled back, called. Why did I say called? So maybe you're getting a fucking phone call. And you're like, I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer. If that person calls me, I'm not going to answer. They call you and then guess what? You fucking pick up out of habit. Like, I don't know, something like that. Getting pulled back into old loops and just getting back into the merry-go-round. Round and round and round and round. So Hermit reverse and the World reverse. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords. There's still some clearing, there's still some releasing, and there's still some healing that you're probably sick and tired of. Let's be real, Hermit reverse. You're like, I'm tired of being in this reflective state, shadow work, being alone with myself, with these thoughts, with these memories. Like, I'm like trying to open up the world. Normally, Hermit, he's in his own little world. I feel like this is saying like you're wanting to come out of your shell or wanting to kind of broaden your horizon. Maybe this is saying if you haven't taken the time to go inwards about this, you probably should. You probably should. Otherwise, this is something that's going to continue to follow or haunt you. Okay? And you're just delaying the inevitable. So, but if you have gone inwards about this and you spent a lot of time reflecting and working on yourself and what you could have done differently, you know, healing and stuff like that, then this would be saying you're ready to come out of the cave, you're ready to come out of your shell. But yeah, World reverse, 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords. This is you reaching a level of acceptance, even if you didn't get closure, right? You don't need to have closure to move on. And in fact, the disrespect or the betrayal or how things ended is the closure. That is the closure. Your mind could be trying to just keep you stuck on this out of habit, out of the attachment, but realistically, you're able to move on from this. You just have to allow yourself to. 9 of Pentacles. I think the more you focus on yourself, your money, your goals, your health, your projects, your just getting your shit together, it's going to be a lot easier. It will make this process a lot easier. And those that have wronged you or have to sit with themselves, at the end of the day, they have to... Where am I going with this? At the end of the day, everybody, you, me, everybody has to live with themselves and their actions and their choices and their mistakes and what they've done as a person, good or bad. They have to live with themselves. At the end of the day, everybody has to live with themselves and look at themselves in the mirror. So, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from that. Okay, so Hermit reverse. You can't do shadow work for somebody else. Okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but let's keep it moving. Hangman. So if you haven't been doing the reflection, if you haven't been doing the inner work, Spirit is saying now is the time. It's coming back out again. I'm repeating myself. My necklace, I need to turn it around. Okay. Hangman, you're seeing this through a different lens. You're seeing this through a different perspective, a different angle, a new understanding, having an aha moment. But this is a card of surrender. This is a card to loosen the grip, to let go, stop pushing, stop forcing. You might feel a little bit stale, a little bit stagnant. I know we just said earlier, it's like you're not though. That's the thing, you're not. But to you, to the human mind, you're like, I feel like I've moved nowhere. I'm in the same position. But the only thing that's changed is you, Four of Swords, reaching a level of peace, acceptance, clarity, healing. Five of Swords, World Reaver. It's the same cards. Clearly I didn't shuffle enough, right? But Four of Swords, Five of Swords, and the World Reverse. This is, again, you reaching a level of acceptance that what is done is done. The past in the past. It happened to you. It happened for you. You might not see it now, but one day you will. World Reverse, it does feel like there's some loose ends though. Probably somewhere down the line it's gonna be cleared up. Okay. Messages for Sagittarius. We have the Six of Pentacles and Judgments. Okay, everybody's getting their fair share of karma. What goes around comes around. Everybody's actions, right? What we just said, everybody has to live with themselves at the end of the day and the consequences of their actions and their behaviors. Everybody's got to confront themselves. So Six of Pentacles and Justice. This is now highlighting, like, take a look at where there's an imbalance in your life. Take a look at where you've been over-giving, over-sharing, overextending, over-compromising, disrespecting yourself. So this is now where we need to look at, what am I actually receiving? What am I getting from this? How am I improving my life with this in it? Is this taking away? Is this bringing me closer to my goals and achieving my desires, achieving these plans? Is this taking me closer, or is this a distraction and steering me further away? So Six of Pentacles, the energy of what you put out comes around. It can bring up your dealings with other people. We have the Three of Pentacles underneath that, King of Wands, talking about like partnerships, friendships, support systems, right? So Judgment's always like, we're taking a look at even past events or something that we had gone through, even if it's recent past, but it's like taking a look at where were there imbalances and how does this connect with these cycles that are outdated and these habits that you clearly have outgrown and you need to avoid. So I am even seeing here Hangman and Six of Pentacles. In order to bring balance to a situation, you need to step back. You need to stop, surrender, take your hands off the fucking wheel, stop initiating, stop chasing, stop pursuing those that don't choose you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Anything else? Sagittarius. Oh, we have a card that had flipped out recently. And it's the Five of Swords. Okay. Five of Swords is back, baby. Eight of Swords at the bottom. Wait, before we even talk about that, I do also just have to mention we go from a Seven of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. So we are actually taking a step back. From the Chariot to Seven of Pentacles, where we're moving forwards, we're thinking long and hard about our actions. I remember when the Seven of Pentacles came out, we had the Ace of Wands. And I don't remember the rest, but you're thinking about, okay, yeah, maybe I am going to light this match. Maybe I'm going to take this action. Maybe it was with the Fool. I can't remember. So you might be choosing to start something new. But the thing is, this is where the reading is going to get weirder. I feel like Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. This feels kind of like, well, they harmed me, so I get to harm them, or like tit for tat. It kind of is giving, yeah, eye for an eye, sort of. What? Hmm. Okay, you punch me, I'll punch you. Like, what the fuck? Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You're like, okay, so this is, oops, these cards flying. This brings up the unfinished cycle. World reverse. So this Five of Swords is just bringing up what you were reflecting on. You're like, I just want there to be some sort of justice. I just want there to be like some sort of outcome that's in my favor. I went through this. It was painful. It pissed me off. However else you were feeling, what was it? Three of Swords from earlier. Yeah. Seven of Wands, guarded. Like, you're like, I need to understand why this happened. Eight of Swords to the Five of Swords. This is where you could be feeling guilty. You can't help but just think about this all the fucking time. It's just on your mind. So y'all gotta change your focus. Gosh, change your motherfucking focus. This is what the cards are saying. So I can't tell you to do that, but it's literally like, here we goes back to the butterfly and then the octopus. Butterfly's like, let's change. Let's embrace this transition. Let's transform. New version of the self. But then the oyster's like, but no, I'm closed. I can't. I'm not ready. There's this roughness. There's this rigidness. It's like the pearl's on the inside. And you were so close to receiving the pearl, but right now it's like it's closed because you're still hermit mode, hangman mode, unicorn to the snake mode. You're just like obsessively looking at a pattern. You're like replaying the same song over and over and over, watching the same movie over and over and over. It's like, dude, there's a different music that you can listen to, different artists, different band, different album, different movie. You could, like, there's so many opportunities, but you keep playing the same fucking thing over and over and over again. And so yeah, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. This is just, again, mentally trapped, stuck, fight or flight mode even. Is this what you want? Eight of Swords and a Nine of Cups? No, of course not. You're like, oh my god, I just want to be free from this. I just want to be happy. I just want to move on with my life. I don't want to stay stuck in this. I want X, Y, Z. I feel like if I had blank, I'd be so happy. So then that's the moment you kind of snap out of it. Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups to Ace of Swords. Realizing, wait a fucking minute. I can have that. / I already do have that. Happiness is a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's not about what you have, what you don't have. It's literally a choice right here, right now. You can, and I get it. Fuck, I get it. So I was going through it for a while. And was I saying, oh, I could be happy? Like, no, I let myself sit in it. Like, we're human. We gotta sit with it. But then it comes a point where it's like, God, gotta fucking snap out of it and make a goddamn change. Like, gotta do something about it. You gotta make some changes. We can't stay stuck. Feeling sorry for ourselves or just like hindering our growth and missing out on life. Life is short. I don't know about you, but the days just go by so fast. It's like you blink and it's already 7 p.m. as I'm doing this video. It's already 7 p.m. So this is where it's like realizing, like, oh, I can set myself free. I don't have to stay in this limbo or stay stuck on this. I don't have to keep thinking about this anymore. I've thought about it over and over and over. What else is there to gain from this? What else is there to learn from this? I've dissected the situation. I've looked at it from so many different angles, what I could have done differently. I asked different people's opinions. Okay, I went in and I seek spirit. I seek God. I meditated. I dreamt about it. You know, like, what else can you do besides, like, you live and you learn. You live and you fucking learn. Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords. You might feel like, to you might be like, oh, it would feel good to get him back. But honestly, y'all, I feel like that would just result in guilt in the end, or just makes you feel like it just enables the cycle and just keeps you stuck. Like, gotta just keep it pushing and moving forwards. I don't know. This was a weird reading. It's not weird, but it's just like, just feel like weird being like, all right, see you later. Let's just get like final thoughts. I'll use this deck. Final thoughts for Sagittarius. Like, I don't know what I'm going to call this reading. Like, it's one of those readings where I'm like, what do we talk about? I'm going to have to re-listen. And like, I don't know what I'm going to call this reading. But all right. Final thoughts for Sagittarius regarding these messages. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. First of all, with this 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, you can get your fire back. Yeah, okay, so your fire was put out. Someone stomped your fire out. Circumstances really just killed the light, the spark in your eyes, in your soul. Just kidding, in your soul, it never left. The spark never left your soul. But, so yeah, 5 of Pentacles. There's a loss here, whether it be a tangible financial loss, a physical loss, an emotional loss. Your drive has been lost. Your focus has been lost. Whatever the fuck you lost, because clearly you lost something. Clearly something was lost. The Ace of Wands is saying, you can get your spark back. You can start over. You get your fire back. You get your flame back. You get yourself back. Queen of Cups. And this is definitely connected with your feels, your emotion. You got to feel your feelings. I'm not saying to just go numb and go robot and just flip the switch and feel nothing. No, you got to honor all the feels, the good and the bad, everything. But Queen of Cups, she is a creator. She is magical. She is healing. And it's like, I feel even Queen of Wands underneath, Ace of Pentacles, Justice. You can really feel like you're in the process of turning things around in your favor, but it starts with you. Ace of Pentacles, Justice. Gonna take some time. I feel like it's bringing up something about the fall or like October vibes. I don't know why I'm getting late September, October vibes for some reason. I feel like from now to then, you're going to be in a completely different phase, a completely different state of being, emotionally, as well as like your surroundings. The circumstance is going to be completely different, so much better. Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Just feels even like you've been like emotionally starved. And I hold these 3 cards up. I'm like, this is okay. Final thoughts for Sagittarius, and this is final thoughts. Don't abandon yourself. In what ways have you been avoiding running away from yourself, from your heart, from your what it is that you want, what your spirit, your soul has been screaming at you, needing to express, like in what ways have you been suppressing that? Stop doing that. I feel like this could be representing you getting your creativity back. If you felt some sort of blockage, writer's block, creative's block, you're just not thrilled about life, not super pleased about where you're at in your journey. I just feel like you're getting your spark back. You're getting your spark back, okay? You're getting your saggy, spunky, sparky self back. Okay. I love you. What a reading. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a good day and let me know how it resonates. I'll see you around, Sachi. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.